Right, welcome ladies and gentlemen. Got an update on Blade. Oh yes, the long-rumoured Marvel period piece. The jokes write themselves when Marvel is rumoured to be making Blade female-focused and a period piece. Yep. But look, we've got an update on it. Some rumours, sort of villains, some story details, and now that we've got an update on what the story is said to centre around, it sort of makes sense how the writers have kind of taken that and sidetracked Blade. It still looks like he could be somewhat sidetracked, actually, but not. You know, we've heard that they've changed a lot of what was the sidetracking business, Blade being fourth lead, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But I can see how they went with that. It's a weird story, a weird motivation, and it definitely sounds like they're looking to pass the torch on as well in Blade's intro piece. But it is what it is. It's still fascinating nonetheless. So I have followed this Blade movie pretty extensively across the years now. It's been a long time. So we'll take a look at this today. Hit subscribe if you're new here. Turn the bell notifications on. And please do follow me over on Twitter and Instagram at Missed Reviews. But look, Blade Reboot rumoured plot details reveal the villain's motivations, Black Knight's role, yep, and more. So we'd heard a lot of this stuff because a lot of it came from, well, we've heard it in rumours anyway, and leaks, and lots of people have done videos on it. I myself have done a lot of videos on it. And then it came to, I guess, an air of legitimacy in the broader populace because Variety did their expose on Marvel, which really wound Marvel up. They were not happy about it. But that was what essentially parroted the rumours that we've been saying and gave it a legitimacy to the broader public, which was Blade, they're really struggling to do it. He's been relegated to fourth lead in his own movie. It's about women and life problems. A very weird angle to take a Blade movie in. So, yeah, a lot of this is all just confirmed, and this confirms it even more. So, it's just bizarre. I don't really understand how or why Mahershala Ali has stayed on so long. So, during an interview late last year, Mahershala Ali shared a positive update on the project, and the actor sounded confident that shooting will be ready to commence fairly soon. I mean, that hasn't happened, obviously. And he says, we're working on it. That's the best I could tell you. I'm really encouraged with the direction of the project. I think we'll be back at it relatively soon. I'm sincerely encouraged in terms of where things are at and who's on board and who's leading the way as far as the writing of the script and the directing and all that. So that's the extent of what I can tell you. So apparently, according to Daniel Richtman, leaker, leaks quite a lot of stuff. Here's the plot details. Blade, still a period piece. Lol. It's still very much rated R. But the story itself is said to focus on Lilith, who is played by Mia Goth, who, Mia Goth at the moment, as you can see here, is being sued for kicking an actor in the head, which is pretty crazy. So we'll see sort of what happens with that. But anyway, so Lilith is attempting to get a hold of some blood from Blade's daughter so she can create her own army of daywalkers. So, female villain, female daughter of the main character. You can see why Blade, not why. There's no understanding of why, but you can see how the writers took that and used that as sort of, took that with some liberty and was like, you know what we're going to do? You know what we're going to do? It's just a period piece. It's just about Blade's daughter. You can see how it was going to be a handing of the torch movie, which was what it was supposed to be. And it still looks and sounds like it might be a handing of the torch movie. Hopefully this isn't too light either, by the way. I've got a new light set up. Do we like it or do we not? I need to change it, but anyway. Side note. Look, it is what it is. I don't know what to think of this. Like, I'm looking at it again. Rated R is good, but rated R seems to be a thing that they sort of dangle in front of you to go, look, ooh, we're making this a hard R for you. It's like, yeah, fine, sure. like a Blade movie, it's a given that it should be. The fact that it's even in question is concerning. So the fact that someone's got to like be encouraged to be like, yeah, it's rated R, that's not good. That's like a, yeah, sure, fine. You're doing the bare minimum at that point. A period piece. I like the sound of a period piece. Again, jokes. But no, I do. I like the sound of a period piece. I think that's quite cool. Lilith trying to... I mean, I can see it now, right? Because this is how Marvel does their movies, and they've done it a lot for a long time now. I can see it now. Lilith, she manages to steal some blood from Blade's daughter. She manages to create a swathe of Daywalker army, and there, boom, the final third act, Blade comes in as he's been relegated for most of the movie, and he starts chopping down these Daywalkers. Just cannon fodder, because that's what Marvel does with their films. Just cannon fodder villains. They do it in literally all of, like, yeah, they do it in all their movies. Cannon fodder. Just villains you don't really care about. It doesn't really matter if they die. And it'll be the big crescendo at the end of the film. I can see it now. I don't think this sounds massively great. Apparently, so here's some other bits and pieces. So the villain will reportedly wield the Ebony Blade. Sure, fine. Dane Whitman, the Black Knight, who was played by Kit Harington in Eternals, he's apparently not expected to appear in the movie, even though, well, he was previously confirmed. It looks like they've cut him out now completely. And I mean, the Eternals mid-credit scene, he was having the Ebony Blade. So a bit of a weird, but that makes sense as to how or why Blade is there with the Ebony Blade and speaking to him like, "Whoa, you want to grab that? You want to grab that, son? You calm down." Do you know what I mean? It makes sense. That's like a good little tie-in. That the Ebony Blade's in the movie. Blade has a reference point to that to then look over it when someone comes to grab it. But the rest of this, I don't really care that much. Yann Demange, he's still on board to direct. He's previously hinted that the movie will indeed be rated R. He says, I'm excited to show a kind of ruthlessness, a roughness he has that allows him to walk the earth in a particular way. I love him for that. He's got a dignity and integrity, but there's a ferocity there that he usually keeps under the surface. I want to unleash that and put it on the screen. I mean, look, whatever. The movie's been pushed back to November of next year. You're going to have to actually get it completely finished, ready to go for it to make that. It's not going to do that otherwise. Like, it's just not. You don't have the time. But this movie, I mean, they said they're going to cramp down on the budget and make it like $100 million, which it should never have been more than that. Didn't really need to. So bizarre. Again, all these things are like, you're doing the bare minimum now. You should be doing it anyway. But anyway, whatever. It is what it is. There's an update. Rumoured plot details. What do you think? Let me know down below. Side note, what do you think about the light? Is it good? Yeah. Let me know. Anyway, cheers, guys. Drop your thoughts down below. Take care. Bye-bye now.